Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Ha Rakah, HaKodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders, a great Muslim who taught us his truth, and which rule well, and double salutations to y'all came to push the word across the four corners of this globe with our truth and sincerity. Bahasham, Ha Rakah, HaKodash. That's one getting a quick topic to, touching upon, the subject of this guy, Gorilla Hebrew, pretty much doing a lamback lesson upon the Elder Apostle Tahar's video he did. This is all done with drama, man. This dude, Alizé, he's on, he been on No Jumper, spewing his madness and whatnot. But as of late, recently, he stepped down from his position, and recently, denounced, him being Hebrew, a Hebrew Israelite. He has nothing to do no more with the Hebrew Israelite stuff no more. So pretty much, you just left your whole congregation, out in the dust. And see, the Lord took this man down, man. We're now seeing, the judgment of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Like, bro, you on fucking No Jumper, and you know what the main topic is. You know what I'm saying? They talking about you getting pegged. Like why you left your fucking congregation, your business, right? And you gotta explain, you know what I'm saying, the whole reason. They're on the phone with fucking Captain Tazariak. This is madness. If you ain't seen the video, you know what I'm saying, go see the video. You know what I'm saying, this nigga Whack 100 is on the phone with fucking Captain Tazariak and shit, and they all in a frenzy right now, talking about, the situation with fucking Gorilla Hebrew, committing sodomite behavior and extorting, his fucking pimping out his woman, you know what I'm saying, to seek out Edomite men to do sodomite shit with, to do weird ass shit with, man. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But it's old news, but that's what they talking about. This is nothing but drama and entertainment, man. And you know what I'm saying? And the reason this is being brought up because see, the Lord is exposing these guys, man. He's exposing these guys, and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, I'm saying the prophets have been warning you about this guy, man. Been warning you that this guy's no good. He's a demon. He's a pride problem. But Jake wanna continue to follow his way. I'm saying you gotta subscribe to Patreon and shit for certain breakdowns, and I'm saying you gotta buy his merchandise and all that. When clearly the scriptures tell you to, to make not merchandise. That is truth, man. But he don't care. I'm saying, and now, let's get Sirach, man. I'm saying, now you seen the judgments, man. Ecclesiasticus chapter 1. Or Sirach chapter 1. This is Sirach chapter 1, verse 29. Be not an hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed What thou speakest, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so the Most High discover thy secrets. Okay, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High expose your fucking, you know what I'm saying, your secrets, man. You know, because you want to be that guy. You wanted to be in that position. You know, you calling out the apostles and shit. You know what I'm saying? You telling, like, bro, this dude has a whole track record of bullshit, man. For like decades, man. You know, for like a decade now. Like this dude got a whole track record of just being not right, man. You know, doing all types of, you know, just spewing all types of shit. You know, come against the, you know what I'm saying, the prophets, man, the elders, the apostles. You know what I'm saying? You just talking shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's you know, like, I don't want to say, it's, you know, that you know, this judgment was long overdue, so to speak, because the Lord, you know what I'm saying, do everything on his time, and you know what I'm saying, and it's perfect, you know, but, you know, so to speak, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, that this was like a, you know, long overdue, because you can, you know what I'm saying, because the way this dude been moving, you know what I'm saying, like, this nigga just been all types of, you know, not right, man. You know, you telling the apostles, you know what I'm saying, to just, you know, to just fucking retire. Or maybe I should retire. Like what? You know, you're saying all types of stuff, man. I don't know if it was them, but they was pretty much saying that, yeah. He was saying that the fucking Paul's writings, you know, are not to be meant taken serious. What? You know, Yahweh says not to be worshipped. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying, you know, if I'm mistaken, you know, prove me wrong. But you know, these guys were saying these type of things. You know, and their head leader was vouching for it. Alizé. Guerrilla Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Sticks at the camp and shit. Just like all this shit. You doing all these gimmicks just to fucking leave. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now you give Esau more and more bullshit. Like, bro, like, you think Esau not gonna come after you when all hell break loose? He gonna lump you. You know? It don't matter, you know, like what you call yourself. He calls himself a content creator. You know, now, right? He fucking go ahead, you know, and denounce the Hebrew Israelite. You know, he called, you know, man, Esau gonna lump you all in the same boat, man. You lump us all in the same boat, man. Your judgment is gonna fall upon you, man. You know. But you might have like sincere, you know, Jake in the congregation that was actually, you know, seeking out, trying to learn. But you know, if they of the election, the elect's gonna find their way, regardless. You know what I'm saying? But you got, you know what I'm saying, this guy, man, you know, just leading them astray, man, you know, and, you know, it had to be stopped, and the Lord, you know, struck two birds with one stone, so to speak. You know, he exposed this guy, you know what I'm saying, he exposed his wickedness, brought shame upon him, and, you know, broke down his whole shit, his whole business, his whole, you know, his congregation. You know, Sakari. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, like that dude that was exposing, he had that dream that, you know, that a comet, you know, fucking came down upon Sakari, and then the whole group broke down some, you know, and then the whole group just fucking vanished away, like some to that effect. Hey man, we're seeing the downfall of Sakari. You know, and this ain't like a, you know, a video to just bash Sakari. You know what I'm saying? This is just a land back lesson, man. You know, and through the spirit, just what I'm, observing. Hey, man, this is judgment, man. And these niggas are just, they in the midst, no edification being brought out. You know what I'm saying? Not one precept is being called out. He ain't even call him on the name no more. And that's one thing, man. I'm saying when guys leave, the name is gone from them, man. I'm saying they didn't call upon y'all, but me outside. That's a spirit, man. He called himself a content creator. Verse 30, exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. I'm saying this dude was trying to exalt himself for decades, trying to be above brothers, he's the head guy of his own camp, in pride though, man, you know what I'm saying, and he was a part of Grand Millstone, you know what I'm saying, there's a reason why he got kicked out, you know what I'm saying, he's just not good, man, he's just not a leader to follow, man. These are the last days that Jake, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to know. You're supposed to know who to follow, man. And it's clear as day. Malachi chapter 3, man. Then you're gonna know, I'm saying, who's serving the Lord and who's not. If you're paraphrasing. And you got zombies that's probably still following. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Like I said, man, the elect to go find the truth, the 100% truth regardless. Because it's all about the election at the end of the day. Yeah, and so the Most High discovered thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit, man. And these niggas' hearts is full of deceit from the beginning, man. It's not just, niggas like Alizé. It's all your other false prophets too, man. The Lord is exposing these false prophets in these last days, man. All you guys are being exposed, man. You're not coming in spirit and in truth. The Lord is looking for those who's worshiping him, you know what I'm saying, they're seeking him in spirit and in truth. Contrite spirits, humility. Not like not trying to be the God, not trying to be the man. Like not trying to be the, the main attention, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? The guy that wants to, fucking rule the boat, so to speak. The Lord's looking for meek, man. You know what I'm saying? The meek and the lowly. The meek shall inherit the earth, man. That's all what the Lord's been about, man. Humility. And this dude, had his own agenda. And, the Lord was exposing him for it, man, and judging him for it. Casting him down in front of the whole congregation, man. And embarrassed him. Embarrassed him, man. Brought dishonor upon your soul, man. Upon your household, man. Like, bro, you can't even, what the fuck? You can't even, like, how do you call yourself a man after that? You doing, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You finna call yourself a leader. Behind closed doors, you doing faggot shit. And now you find the whole world from the internet podcast is explaining, you know what I'm saying, trying to debate and fucking justify your bullshit. Man, it's not entertainment, man. Like the apostle said, man, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but bullshit. It's entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't pay attention to this shit. Don't take it serious. Because these guys, you know what I'm saying, these guys are getting ready to see their judgment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come, man. That's pretty much the main points I want to get from this lesson. So I pray and hope that your brothers and sisters find satisfying. Until next time, I say shalom.